Hey guys, so today what we're going to do is we're starting with triangles and we're going to talk about just some of the basic stuff. I do have little Miss Emmy beside me. She's eating her breakfast and watching some TikToks. Whenever she gets done, I'm sure she'll pop into the video, but she has to eat her breakfast first. But before we're just going to cover the basics of triangles today. Um, and there's some things that I need to point out. So a triangle is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 angles. You already know that. On the triangle to the left, the sides are side AB, because we're going A to B, BC, and CA. Those are the sides. The angles are angle A, angle C, and angle B. Okay, so those are our sides. If you're confused by that, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to ask you anything about it. Now, there's a very important theorem. Quit smacking your lips. And it's called the triangle angle sum. So the triangle angle sum states that the measures of 3 angles in a triangle is always 180. So what this means is that if you add up all the angles in any triangle in the whole wide world, they will equal 180 degrees, always. Okay, that's important. This is the important part that we will use today. When you add up the angles within a triangle, the inside angles, they always will equal 180. So, knowing that, let's go into some of our examples. So number 1, we're trying to find the missing value, so we want to find x. Well, I know if I add up all of these together, they have to equal what? By definition, 180. So if I do 64 plus 35 plus x, it has to equal 180. So what I'm going to do now is this is an equation and I'm just going to solve it. So 64 plus 35 is 99. The x is by itself, so 99 plus x equals 180. And then to get x all alone and to isolate it, it needs to focus. What I'm going to do is subtract 99 from both sides. And x will equal 81. Okay, so we had a little boy wake up from his nap. Look, when Emmy's done, she's going to say, hey, Tuesday, hey, I'm grading. So he's going to be a helper, and then when Emmy gets done with her, please stop, with her breakfast, she's going to be my helper. Lots of help today. But looking at number 4, this angle right here doesn't have a variable, but it doesn't have a number value either. But we know that when you see that little square, that is a right angle or 90 degrees. So that's probably the trickiest part of these easier problems, is knowing that if you have that little symbol right there, that means it's a right angle or 90 degrees. So again, if you add them all up, it should equal 180 by definition. So I'm going to write them all, set them equal to 180. Okay, well, 90 plus 67 is 157. The x didn't have any like terms, and that's our equation that we're trying to solve right now. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see that. Okay, so then I would subtract 157 from both sides, and I would get 23. So x equals 23 degrees. Okay, let's do one more of those easy ones. Remember, you're just adding up all the angles and setting it equal to 180 and solving, so using equations. But number 5, I've got 15, 19, and x. So if I add them all up, 15 plus 19 plus x, they have to equal 180. Well, 15 plus 19 is 24, plus x equals 180. Okay, well, subtract 24 from both sides to undo or to get rid of using the inverse, and we get x equals 156. There we go. Okay, so those are the easy ones. Let's move on to the harder ones. So if I scoot this up, I'm sorry. Let's do these two problems. So as you can see, there's more variables here, but that's fine because we know how to do it. So again, don't puke. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to add up all the sides. So 5x minus 11, or angles, not sides. I'm sorry, I apologize. So 5x minus 11 plus this angle. So this angle down here is 3x minus 2. So plus 3x minus 2. And then I've got this other angle, plus 121. And that's going to equal 180 by definition. Now there's a bunch of like terms over here, so I need to put them together. So 5x is a like term, 3x is a like term. 5x plus 3x is how many x's? 8x. Then I also have some just regular constants. So negative 11, negative 2, plus 121. So that would be 119, 108. So plus 108, I think. Yes. Okay. And that equals 180. Now we're sitting at a two-step equation. So if you subtract 108 from both sides, oh, I'm sorry, those cancel and you've got 8x now equals 72. No. Yeah. Then divide by 8. And what is 72 divided by 8? 9. So x equals 9. Okay. Now we've got one more like this, and we're going to add up all the angles. The first part that you have to do is add up all those angles. So 7x minus 9 plus 5x plus 4x minus 3. And then you set it equal to 180. Again, we have some like terms here. So my like terms are things with x's and things without x's. So 7x plus 5x plus 4x. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. So 16x. And then we've got negative 9 and negative 3. So if you put negative 9 and negative 3 together, you have 12 negatives. So minus 12 equals 180. So to get rid of the minus 12, I need to add 12 to both sides. So plus 12. So then 16x equals 192. Okay. What we need to do now is we need to divide by 16 on both sides. When we divide by 16 on both sides, we get x equals 12. So your homework is watch a few problems, but you do not have a warm-up. So I think that's a fair trade-off. Let's let it. You have 4 of the really easy problems like we did at the top, and then 2 of the harder problems like we did. So if you are at home without internet, remember that you're going to write your work and your answers on lined piece of paper and then take a picture of it and submit it to the zip drive. If you're at home with internet, then you're going to do this on assessments. If you need help, you're going to ask me for help. So if you've been spending a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes on an assignment and clicking show answer on all of them, I've not been putting in a grade for you. You don't get credit for that. You have to be contacting me. You have to be asking for help and for guidance. I don't expect you to get this without asking for help, okay? So, hope you guys have a great afternoon. I'm going to video your next video. Bye.